Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Meet the Conquerors. Today we've got Enigma Gaming, the first team to qualify to the top 8 from India, the first team to qualify to the top 4 from the Grand Final playoffs, and for all we know, the first team to reach the finals as well. But to find out exactly what they expect and what they've got, we've got Antidote coming in from Enigma Gaming, one of the newest IGRs in the country, yet clearly already proven as one of the best. So with no further ado, let's hear from Antidote and let's see what he's got to say. Hey Auntie, how are you?
Hi, C. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, Auntie. Thanks for asking. Well, let's get straight to the questions which we're here for. Enigma has really turned the tide from VCC 1 to VCC 2 now. So, what was the reason behind this? How has Enigma done this?
I think it's pure hard work. Like we have been putting lots of hours in the game. The performance are only the outcome of the practice and the hard work you put behind the scenes. So I think that's the key.
Talking about hard work, recently you're one of the first teams to get a coach into your lineup, YB's addition. How has that influenced your team? How has his leadership affected the results you've got going on?
When he retired from Counter Strike, and immediately I asked him like, will you join Valorant and join my team as a coach? Back then nobody believed because he's never played a Valorant ranked or never seen a Valorant Pro match. But I believed in him because I know that the guy, like whatever he brings in the table is insane. Like his work ethics, technical things. Of course, there will be, some things will be good, some things will be bad. But what things he brings is the work ethics. So that is the thing I wanted in my team, and I'm glad that he is a part of Enigma.
Yeah, and honestly, that work ethic is very obvious in the way you guys play also. You guys are very disciplined, always thinking. It's very cool to witness. But talking about something new coming into the team, Excali has been a firepower addition, like instantly making his mark. So what was the thought process behind getting Excali on board?
In my mind, I always wanted a sixth guy, a six-man roster squad, because esports is nowadays becoming like any other sports. For example, football, because we play a lot of tournaments in a month. So you need those fresh legs sometimes because players are getting fatigued, players are getting tired. So you need those fresh legs, to join and play a couple of matches for you, and that's good. And also, if you have a sixth guy, or you have a six-man roster, all the five players are, they know that if I don't perform, somebody can switch me. Previously in India, people wish to play double initiator. They used to like those double initiator plays. I know that was the meta before, but if I have one of the best duelist in the country and Rafuel, so why not play double duelist and play on our strengths? So yeah, that's the thought process behind making Excali the double duelist thing, and making the composition like that.
But talking about the game itself, I think Rofu's impact, we saw it in VCC 1, we're seeing it again in Q1 and then Grand Finals playoffs. Do you think he's starting to get the attention he deserves, or do you think he's still underrated?
I think whatever attention he's getting, he deserves it. He's amazing. Like that guy probably like has insane mechanism. Like he's a star player plus he's playing for the team. So that is the very good thing about him. I heard one interview uh, about Tens from Shazam. Shazam said, maybe Tens is a star player for you guys, but for me, it's very important that to become a star teammate. So this guy is the same. Like I believe it's very easy to work with, and he has done an amazing job till now, and I hope he'll keep doing it. And he's young, so yeah.
Every map, every round, someone or the other, like a different person steps up, finds crucial frags, and you guys pull it through. And even in rounds, it doesn't look like you're going to pull it through. Now, Velocity, they look very similar in that regard. So I want to ask you, do you think Velocity is currently your biggest threat to the trophy overall?
I think all the three teams are very buffed, and I think we need to look out for everyone, not only Team Velocity. But on papers, if you see, and on like if you see the current performance, I think yes, Velocity is the biggest threat right now.
I'm very excited for this, but since you mentioned the other three teams, a note from you to all of these other three teams you're going to be facing later this weekend.
Either we will get surprised, or either you guys will get surprised. So yeah, something new will come, definitely.
a couple of weeks back before VCC where I saw you guys were having just a catch-up session before VCC, and Vibe was like vibing to a Punjabi song, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
how is that like? What is it like when Vibe is listening to Hindi music?
He loves Hindi rap music. He loves Divine. He loves other rappers. So it's good, if a foreigner coming to your country, vibing with your with your language, your music, everything. So it's obviously feels good, and also we also listen to German rap.
Huh?
So it's an exchange of culture. It's amazing.
Has he listened to the anthem at all? NHK, have you listened to the anthem? Is it something you're enjoying?
I've listened. It's amazing. The animation, the graphics are like insane. Like I really loved it. I instantly, and one of my teammates were there featured in the video, Hikka. So I instantly congratulated him and said it's an amazing video, by the way. So yeah, kudos to Nordwin and the right stuff to make it happen.
When was the last time you lied to someone? And you don't have to tell us what it was about. We just want to know who it was if you can tell us.
If I had
Last
to guess,
time I lied to my manager, I think. The Rio.
If the manager is watching this, sorry, but we're auntie ki poll nahi kholna hai. We're not going to talk about why. But I want to ask you, who wins in an 1v1? Amit Rasu versus Hellranger versus Skargod, like in all of these three, who wins in a 1v1?
I think according to the mechanics, I think Skargod is young, and I think his mechanics will be better or reflexes, but experience always matter. So I think Amatarasu will be the first, Bhavin will be the second, Scar will be the third.
I think I already know the answer to this question, but I do want to ask you anyways. Who is the last one to always wake up in the boot camp?
It's probably me or Raful.
I think it's it was either your story or Rexy's story.
Oh, yeah.
How on off days Rafael is just.
Oh yeah, Raful just, he loves sleeping in the off days. So that's just my story only.
So who is the best dancer overall?
I think you have to ask probably them, but for me, I think I am like I know all the hook steps of songs. So when the DJ is playing those kind of songs, I just do the hook steps, and that's very catchy. So yeah, probably me. Like I dance a lot. So yeah.
वही मुझे इस story से याद आ रहा है. You're doing something like I forgot the song, but I remember it was like perfect for exact जो actors करते हैं and you were doing it exact same. So it was very nice to watch. But thank you, Auntie, for making the time and coming in here talking to us. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me, CA, and looking forward to the grand finals now, and looking forward to hear your casting as well.